Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's National Matters. Without wasting much of the time, you remember that last week on National Matters, we didn't deal with the issues that we could have dealt with due to the constraint of time. However, tonight I am back in the studio with Honorable Bob SICHINGA once again. In case you've never heard him speak, in case you've never seen him on Camnet or any other platform, you are just visiting Zambia, I am privileged to host Honorable Bob SICHINGA, the former Minister of Agriculture, and also he served as Minister of Commerce, Trade and Industry. And above all, I like this. This is one of my best. He is a former graduate of Harvard University. He has all the qualifications it takes as an economist and also a certified chartered accountant. So when I ask about the issues of the economy and where we're going, I am not dealing with a novice. Honorable Bob SICHINGA, welcome to the program.
Let me just say good evening to the viewers and good evening to yourself for hosting me, Pastor Chiluba. Thank you for having me again. I hope we're not boring the listening audience.
Absolutely not. I know the audience that God has given us through Camnet.
Yes.
But before we dive into the areas of economics, Honorable, I don't know whether you like soccer.
Well, which man doesn't like soccer in our country, especially if you're Zambian?
Yes.
And, as a youth, I was very much involved with football.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I broke one of my collars playing football, so I have got a mark on me about soccer.
My goodness.
Thank you.
I ask this because we just came from Kanyama,
Okay.
where a lot of teams were playing, and Reverend Makembo,
Yes.
who
I know,
supports
yes.
Zambia
Yes,
so much,
absolutely.
he invited the coach and myself to go and watch the boys because, Honorable, I can tell you that my passion for this nation never ends.
It is quite obvious. It's
I
very
am
evident.
so passionate about this country. I don't know how many things I'll handle.
Yes.
But I hope you are aware that my wife and I started the Camnet Stars Football Club.
I saw it when we were here for the conference, and I think that's most commendable. And you know that we share that passion, having worked for the mines. Kalusha Bwalia's dad was with us at Mufulira. And Kalusha really started his career at Mufulira, and there were a lot of young people. And the mines, as you know, used to bring up these youth groups. And this is how a lot of soccer was played on the Copper Belt, and there were a lot of clubs, whether you talk about Nchanga Rangers, whether you're talking about Kalushi Modern Stars, whether you're talking about Mufulira Blackpool, yes,
Kabwe United.
all these. And so I think that we need to start them early. We need these academies, soccer academies, at an early stage, and that's where you capture the talent. So you're on the right path.
I want to be able to contribute like the mines did in this nation, Honorable.
Yeah.
Through our soccer academy, we have a team in Division 2.
Okay.
And we have a team in Division 4, that is provincial.
Yes.
We are believing God to go in Division 1 next year, this coming season, and after that we will go in the Premier Leagues. We are aiming at that.
Well, let me just wish you well.
Thank you so much.
You know, your passion obviously won't go unheeded. And I think the one above will do the needful.
But I want to ask this.
Right.
You mentioned about the mines.
Yes.
One challenge that I'm finding, Honorable, is the issue of sponsorship.
Yeah.
Because you can imagine, young as we are, we have just sent one player to South Africa as a professional.
Yeah.
That's our first seed. But in the next 2 weeks, we are sending 3 boys to Romania as professionals.
Right.
And also in April, we are supposed to be sending 5 players to Germany. Then in September, we are sending 5 to Spain. I am just using the gift and the connection God has given my wife and I.
Right.
And thank God for this going to Romania. 2 people just said, Pastor, I'm buying one ticket for one boy. Another one said, I'm buying one. And what should it take? Because I know that some people don't see the benefits of soccer, how it will help the families, how it will help Zambia improve the standards of soccer in this nation. What does it take, Honorable, to bring in people on board?
I think you raise an important issue, and that's why when I mentioned about the mines having to do the sponsorship, it is because it's costly. It's not cheap, especially if you are starting to join the league. It is an expensive proposition. You know, we were fortunate in, say, on the mines, the likes of Zumu Njovu, you may remember that, Mr. Ramelu, and so on and so on. These were really players of renown. Alex Chola, yeah, definitely the whole range of them you can talk about. And because of that, and because during those days a lot of the parastatals were sponsoring, okay? And one of these things that many times we talk about private sector driven economy, the truth of the matter is that no private sector in our environment here is going to spend money unless they are compelled to as part of their corporate social responsibility. And also to say that you see, I mean, even the South African League, you've talked about sending somebody there. It's not, they're not doing it from without. They basically